Dr. Mark Jangizi here with your Science Moment. Today I'm just going to talk about human skin, something we talk about quite a bit here over the 300 or so Science Moments, given that one of my discoveries in 2006 was on why we have color vision at all, why we primates have an extra dimension of color beyond that of what other mammals have. They've got yellow, blue, they've got grayscale, and we have red, green, which evolved. It's actually optimized to see the oxygenation modulations of blood under the skin so that we can see health and emotions and state on bare skin. Now, a lot of us often tend to think of, you don't consciously think about it. You see emotions, both the facial expressions, the actual muscular facial expressions, as well as the colors and gestures, and we respond naturally because we understand these things without consciously thinking about them. And so sometimes when we're thinking about what skin is like, we think about it like a mannequin. Well, it's roughly this peach shade or this particular shade of brown or whatever it might be, depending on varying with ethnicity. And of course, if you've ever just looked at a human face versus a mannequin faces are creepy, right? This is what, when it's uniform, it's real skin isn't uniform. And the reason that it's not uniform, of course, you can have sometimes actual changes in how much pigmentation you have across your face, but almost entirely the color differences that you'll actually find on real faces is not due to skin pigmentation, but to the blood under the skin. All of your skin has constantly little varying shifts in color due to it being more or less oxygenated, which is red-green differences, or more blood or less blood, which is blue-yellow differences. And these things are subtle, and they're all deviating away from the baseline skin color of that face. And so you often just don't consciously appreciate this. But this is what makes mannequins look dead, and this is, in my opinion, people that put just too much foundation on. You're masking over the very signals that we evolved to see. And one of the kinds of people who sort of get this more consciously are artists. Because artists, if they want to actually paint a face, can't just subconsciously do it. They've got to figure out, okay, what do I have to put onto this face? And there's a nice book, putting up some screenshots from this book. And there's lots of wisdom within the field about how to paint portraits. And the key to painting portraits is that you're not trying to isolate the right level of peach to brown or or to darker shades of black, these stereotypes we have of various ethnic kinds of skin tones. No, you need to use the whole palette, no matter the sort of baseline skin tone, to get a face right and to make it not seem like a creepy mannequin. You actually have to throw in all of these colors which deviate away from that, because that's what real life is like. If you're interested in things along these lines, on why we have color vision, the foundations of emotional expressions, why we have them, two good books that in this vein that come out of my research and Dr. Tim Barber's research. The first one is an earlier book of mine, a bestseller, Vision Revolution. And then as of 2 or 3 months ago, Dr. Tim Barber and my book, Expressly Human, Decoding the Language of Emotion. Get yourselves a copy, and that was your Science Moment.